In Japan, fighting is more than just a sport. It's an old tradition that comes from the samurai spirit. The echoes of ancient warriors still linger in every corner of the arena, reminding everyone that each match is part of a much bigger story. Here, the past and present blend together, creating a unique atmosphere where honor and discipline are just as important as strength and skill. Every MMA fight is like a modern duel, bringing back memories of old warriors. The fighters step onto the mat with the weight of history on their shoulders, knowing that their actions reflect not just on themselves but on a legacy that stretches back centuries. Fighters step into the ring not just to win, but to test their spirit and follow the Bushido code. This code is more than a set of rules, it's a way of life, guiding every move and decision inside and outside the ring. This code, which means being honest, respectful, brave, and loyal, shapes everything in Japanese MMA. It's about showing respect to your opponent, your teachers, and even to yourself, no matter the outcome of the fight. The atmosphere is like a special ceremony. Calm fighters, quiet crowds, and rituals that feel sacred. Every bow, every gesture is filled with meaning, turning the fight into something almost spiritual. Here, winning means you've mastered yourself, not just beaten someone else. True victory is about overcoming your own fears and doubts and finding inner peace, even in the heat of battle. The journey, the bravery, and the honor shown are just as important as who wins. Every bruise and every drop of sweat tells a story of dedication, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of self-improvement. The ring becomes a modern training hall, a place to learn about yourself and grow. It's where ancient lessons are tested in the present, and where every fighter discovers what they're truly made of. Fighters carry on a proud tradition, bringing Bushido into today's world. They learn from their mentors, passing wisdom from one generation to the next, keeping the spirit of the samurai alive in every match. Japanese MMA is a special mix of history, ideas, and spirit. It's a living bridge between the old and the new, where every fight is a tribute to the warriors who came before. It's not just a competition, it's a noble goal, a true art form. Each match is a canvas, painted with courage, respect, and the pursuit of excellence. To understand Japanese MMA, you need to see the soul behind every punch, the centuries of tradition in every move, and the unwavering spirit that drives each fighter forward. Modern Japanese MMA started with a quiet change: Shooto. In the 1980s, Satoru Sayama, known as Tiger Mask, wanted a real, unplanned fighting sport. He created Shooto, mixing wrestling, Thai boxing, and karate into a complete fighting style. Shooto's rules allowed both hitting and grappling, making it one of the world's first true mixed martial arts. Early events were small, focused on finding the truth in fighting, not just being entertaining. Shooto focused on good technique and fair play, creating a culture of respect. It produced Japan's first MMA stars and set the stage for the sport to grow fast. Shooto proved that a mixed fighting sport could be both honorable and exciting. It was the start from which Japanese MMA's best years would grow. If Shooto was the beginning, Pride FC was Japanese MMA's loud arrival. Started in 1997, Pride turned MMA into a big show. Stadiums were full, millions watched. Exciting entrances, loud music, and famous fighters like Sakuraba and Fedor made every event unforgettable. Pride's special rules, a ring instead of a cage, tough moves, 10-minute rounds, created huge, high-stakes fights. The organization brought together the world's best, creating rivalries and legends. Pride's mix of show and real fighting set a new standard for the sport. Its best years produced moments and fighters still looked up to today. Even though Pride ended in 2007, what it left behind shaped MMA all over the world. It proved that fighting could be both art and entertainment on a grand scale. Beneath the bright lights and roaring crowds, there's something deeper at play in Japanese MMA, a spirit called Bushido. This is the ancient samurai code, a set of values that quietly shapes every fighter's journey, even when the cameras aren't rolling. It's not just about winning or losing, but about how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and the discipline you bring to every moment. Bushido's core virtues, bravery, honesty, respect, and honor, aren't just words. They're lived out in every handshake, every bow, and every act of sportsmanship you see in the ring. These qualities are woven into the fabric of Japanese MMA, making it unique in the world of combat sports. Before a single punch is thrown, fighters bow to each other. It's a gesture that goes beyond tradition. It's a sign of deep respect for their opponent, for the challenge ahead, and for the journey that brought them both to this moment. The dojo, or training hall, is considered sacred ground. Here, fighters don't just sharpen their bodies, they build their spirits. Training is as much about developing character and inner strength as it is about learning techniques. Fighters strive to reach a state called mushin, or no mind. In this mindset, they act on pure instinct, free from hesitation or fear. It's about being fully present, letting go of ego and trusting in their training. Rituals are everywhere. Calm, focused walkouts, formal ring announcements, and a crowd that sits in respectful silence before the action begins. These moments set the tone, creating an atmosphere of seriousness and mutual respect. No matter the outcome, fighters bow to each other and to the audience after every match. It's a way of honoring not just victory or defeat, but the effort, sacrifice, and courage it took to step into the ring. In this world, trash talk is rare. Fighters let their actions speak, and respect is the true language of the ring. Every nod, every touch of gloves, is a silent promise to give their best. The fans are just as much a part of this code. They cheer not just for knockouts, but for skill, heart, and bravery, no matter which corner it comes from. Their appreciation goes beyond winning. It's about recognizing the spirit of the fight. This shared respect transforms every fight into something bigger, a celebration of the warrior spirit where everyone, from fighters to fans, is connected by the same invisible code. Bushido is the invisible force that gives Japanese MMA its depth, its dignity, and its lasting appeal. It's what sets these fighters apart, both inside and outside the ring. In the end, Bushido is what makes every fight more than just a contest of strength. It's a test of character, a journey of self-discovery, and a living tradition that continues to inspire. Japanese MMA's strength comes from its deep cultural roots and the spirit of Bushido. Fighters are seen as modern warriors, their stories built on honor and heart. Promotions like Pride gave exciting, action-packed fights with dramatic endings. The do-or-die attitude made every event a big show. But this excitement came with dangers, loose rules, and less focus on fighter safety. Not enough rules early on led to higher risks of injury and less care for athletes. Japanese MMA also struggled to grow worldwide, relying a lot on its home market. When that market got weaker, so did the promotions. Without a global push, it couldn't reach as many people as the UFC. Still, its unique spirit and legendary moments are still unmatched. After Pride ended, Japanese MMA fans were left searching for something to fill the void. The energy, the spectacle, and the sense of national pride that Pride brought to the sport seemed impossible to replace. In 2015, RIZIN was born, aiming to restore the glory days of Japanese MMA and reignite the passion of fans across the country. Led by Nobuyuki Sakakibara, the former president of Pride, RIZIN brought together a team of experienced visionaries who understood what made Japanese MMA special. RIZIN skillfully blended deep-rooted martial arts traditions, like respectful bows and rituals, with the modern spectacle of dazzling walkouts and high-energy production. The iconic ring, dramatic entrances, and theatrical lighting all paid homage to the past, while pushing the sport forward. Exciting rules and action-packed fights returned, thrilling longtime fans and introducing new audiences to the excitement of Japanese MMA. RIZIN celebrates the warrior spirit at the heart of martial arts, where respect, honor, and determination are as important as victory. The promotion features legendary fighters alongside rising stars like Tenshin Nasukawa and Kyoji Horiguchi, creating a bridge between generations and styles. RIZIN has also embraced international collaboration, working with organizations and fighters from around the world to expand its reach. Co-promoting with groups like Bellator, RIZIN has hosted crossover events that showcase global talent and foster friendly rivalry. These events, with their unique rule sets and international matchups, attract both nostalgic Pride fans and a new generation of MMA enthusiasts. RIZIN's willingness to innovate and experiment keeps Japanese MMA relevant and exciting on the world stage. Massive arena shows, especially the spectacular New Year's Eve events, have become a beloved tradition for fans and families alike. These celebrations unite people of all ages, blending sport, culture, and entertainment in a way that feels uniquely Japanese. While RIZIN may not dominate the global scene like Pride once did, it has firmly re-established Japan as a powerhouse in the MMA world. The promotion's success has reignited national pride and inspired countless fighters to chase their dreams. The warrior spirit that defined Japanese MMA lives on in every bout, inspiring a new generation to honor their heritage, push their limits, and carry the legacy of Japanese martial arts into the future. Japanese MMA has had a big impact worldwide. It taught the world that fighting is more than just violence. Japan brought the idea that a fight is a noble spiritual journey. Promotions like Shooto and Pride were pioneers in creating well-rounded mixed martial artists. Fighters had to master all skills, speeding up the sport's growth worldwide. Japanese MMA's showmanship, grand entrances, storytelling, exciting arenas, inspired promotions everywhere. Pride showed that fans want drama, heroes, and epic stories, not just fights. Japan gave MMA its heart-great technique, bravery, and honor as the most important virtues. Legends were born, and battles became myths. The real legacy is in every fighter who tries for perfection and respects their craft. Japan taught the world that a true warrior fights to show the best of the human spirit.